Hello friends, today I am starting the beta oxidation of fatty acids. The fats are important source of energy as the 1 gram of fats give the 9 calorie energy, mainly as the triacylglycerol in adipose cells, constitute 85% of stored energy and the proteins 15% and carbohydrate as less than 1%. The beta oxidation of fatty acids, it means the breakdown of a fatty acid to acetyl coenzyme A. It occurs in the mitochondria and it is the process in which strictly aerobic. After the production of acetyl coenzyme A is fed directly into the Krebs cycle. It occurs in many tissues including the liver, kidney and heart. Fatty acid oxidation does not occur in the brain. And there are several types of fatty acid oxidation like the beta alpha oxidation. And the beta oxidation of the fatty acids involve the 3 stages. In the first stage, the activation of the fatty acids in the cytosols, then transport of the activated fatty acids into the mitochondria. That is called the carnitine shuttle. And the beta oxidation proper in the mitochondrial matrix. First, the activation of fatty acids. This proceeds by the fatty acid thiokinase, acyl coenzyme A synthetase present in cytosols. Thiokinase requires the ATP coenzyme A, magnesium, and the product of this reaction is the fatty acid acyl coenzyme A and water. Now the second step is transporting of fatty acyl coenzyme A from the cytosol into the mitochondria. Long chain acyl coenzyme A transfers the inner mitochondrial membrane with the special transport mechanism called the carnitine shuttle. The transport of acyl coenzyme A into the mitochondria, it is a rate limiting step. An acyl group from the acyl coenzyme A is transferred to the carnitine to form the acyl carnitine catalyzed by the carnitine acyl transferase 1 in the outer mitochondrial membrane. The acyl carnitine is then shuttled across the inner mitochondrial membrane by the translocase enzyme. And the acyl group is transferred back to the coenzyme A in matrix by the carnitine acyl transferase 2. Finally, the carnitine is returned in the cytosolic site by the translocase is exchanged for an incoming acyl carnitine. Now, third step, the proper of beta oxidation in the mitochondrial matrix. In this, there are 4 steps in beta oxidation. In the first step, the oxidation of the FAD-linked dehydrogenase, then hydration of the hydrase, and oxidation of the NAD-linked dehydrogenase, and thiolytic cleavage, that is the thiolase. Beta oxidation takes place in 4 steps. तो फर्स्ट वाले में क्या आ जाएगा? Dehydrogenase, hydration, then oxidation, then thiolysis. Each step is catalyzed by the distinct enzyme, and each cycle of this process begins with an acyl coenzyme A chain and ends with the 1 acetyl coenzyme A. 1 FADH2 and 1 NADH and water, and the acyl coenzyme A chain becomes 2 carbon short. The first reaction, the oxidation of the acyl coenzyme A by an acyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase to give the alpha beta unsaturated acyl coenzyme A, and the FAD is a hydrogen acceptor. And the second reaction, in the hydration of the double bond to the beta hydroxyl coenzyme A. And the third reaction, the oxidation of the beta hydroxyl coenzyme A produce the beta ketoacyl coenzyme A and NAD dependent reaction. And the fourth reaction is cleavage of 2 carbon fragment by splitting the bond between the alpha and beta carbon and by the help of the thiolase enzyme. Now, the release of acetyl coenzyme A leaves and the acyl coenzyme A molecule shortened by the 2 carbons. This acyl coenzyme A molecule is the substrate for the next round of the oxidation, starting with the acyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase. And repetition continues until all the carbon of the original fatty acid coenzyme A's are converted to acetyl coenzyme A. In the last round, the 4 carbon acyl coenzyme A is cleaved to 2 acetyl coenzyme A. Now we discuss the energetics of the fatty acid oxidation. and the example of the palmitic acid, and this acid is a 16 carbon chain. Beta oxidation of the palmitic acid will be repeated 7 cycles producing 8 molecule of acetyl coenzyme. Each cycle FADH2 and the NADH plus H plus is produced and will be transported to the respiratory chain. So FADH2 gives the 2 ATP, NADH plus H plus ion gives the 3 ATP, and so 7 cycles, it means a 35 ATP. Each acetyl coenzyme which is oxidized in the citric cycle gives 12 ATP, and 2 ATPs are utilized in the activation of the fatty acid, and it occurs once. Here the energy gain is 129 ATPs. Beta oxidation energy yield 2.5 ATPs per NADH is 17.5, 1.5 ATPs per FADH2 plus 10.5, and 10 ATPs per acetyl coenzyme, that is 80. So total ATPs generate 108. The regulation of the beta oxidation. The availability of the fatty acid level of free fatty acid is controlled by the glucagon insulin ratio. Glucagon क्या करता है? Increase the free fatty acids level, and insulin decreases the free fatty acids level. And CAT1 regulates the entry of the fatty acid into the mitochondrial, and the malonyl coenzyme inhibit the CAT1 activity. Now we discuss the defects in the beta oxidation. Abnormality is the transport of fatty acids into the mitochondria, and defect in oxidation can lead to the deficient energy production by the oxidation of the long chain fatty acids. Some common features are the hypoketotic hypoglycemia, skeletal muscle weakness, liver disease. Acyl carnitine accumulate when the transferase or the translocase is deficient, and dietary supplement of the carnitine has been found to improve the symptoms in some cases. And the next is organic aciduria. They are the disorder metabolism of fatty acids, branch chain, and the aromatic amino acids and citric acid cycle. The incidence of the medium chain acyl coenzyme dehydrogenase deficiency is about 1 in 2500 live birth, and is second most common inborn error of metabolism. They are all characterized by the accumulation of organic acids in body tissues and their excretion in urine. The patient present with the acidosis, vomiting, and coma. The children often die in infancy. In case they survive, there is severe mental and the physical retardation. Diagnosis is confirmed by showing the presence of organic acid in urine by the chromatography. Dietary restriction, cofactor therapy, and the substrate removal are the general lines of management. Thank you. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you.